Hello everyone, so this is the latest game that I've created for Ludum Dare 64. The theme for this game jam was to develop a game in the theme of an N64 game. So as you can see in this game, I used a little bit lower quality polygon model. The basic premise of this game is that you play Kitty. This was kind of in honor of my pet cat Kitty, who passed away 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. So I rendered the model in Blender and animated the model in Blender, did the texture mapping and all that. So I'm happy with the way the model turned out. I have three basic animations. There's a standing animation where Kitty just bobs her head, a walking animation which you actually see right now walking around in the maze, and then there's a jumping animation whenever you complete the maze. It's just kind of a cheerful jump at the end. So yeah, I used GarageBand to create the music, just some simple light music to go along with the game. And the maze and the game engine is developed in Unity 3D. And basically I started out with just a simple maze that I created in Blender, but that really wasn't too interesting, so I went back and made it so that every time you play the game, you get a different maze to play through. And as you go through the levels, it starts out fairly simplistic, like 5 rows by 10 columns, and as you increase the levels, you go up to like a 25 by 25 maze, and I think it goes all the way up to 25 rows by 60 columns. So these mazes can get pretty complex, and to generate these mazes, I used an algorithm called Prim's algorithm, which you can use for many different applications, but you can use it to generate mazes. So basically you go through and you start out with a grid and you assign a value to each cell in the grid. So you have a starting point, and then you select the cell bordering that with the lowest value. Then you open that up. Then you loop through all of the remaining cells in the grid, and you find the cell with the lowest value that is adjacent to a cell that is open. So that will give you a completable maze. And I always put the exit at the furthest most cell in the grid, and I just open that up there. Then I put the exit object right there, which is basically a cube, a 3D cube with a trigger. So whenever you walk into that exit cube, then it will transition to the final scene, which is the game over scene. And you just do that. Next time it goes around, it uses a switch statement to determine how many rows and how many columns to put in the maze. Those are actually parameters to my Prim's algorithm script. So basically, that's what I have right now. You can get this game right now for Windows and Macintosh. I have it on itch.io and also GameJolt. I'm hoping to add it to new platforms soon. I'll probably go ahead and put it up on Steam Greenlight to see if there's any interest in this game on Steam. If you want to contact me, you can always send me a tweet at GATechGrad. I usually don't read the Greenlight comments, but yeah, let me know what you think about the game. You can read it's like a developer log that I made. That's up on my website, levidsmith.com, and then just click on the Kitty's Adventure button there, and then you can read all about what I went through to create this game. So anyway, go out, check it out, and hopefully I'll be able to do some more work on this soon. I have a few ideas, maybe like putting paw prints as you walk through the maze so you can see where you've been. Maybe add some additional like obstacles, maybe some enemies, or maybe some gates where you'll have to find a key first before you can proceed further through the maze. Also, I'd like to improve the graphics. Right now I just have like one texture for the wall, so I'd like to add different types of textures to make it a little bit more interesting. interesting, and maybe modify the maze algorithm a little bit. There's also another algorithm aside from Prim's, another one called Kruskal's algorithm. I think it's supposed to give some longer passageways. So that's something I want to look into, because these mazes, I mean, there's a lot of just like single blocks sitting around, and I'd rather have some longer passageways in mazes. So I'll actually look into that, using that algorithm as well. So anyway, that's all there is to Kitty's adventure for this time. So yeah, be sure to come back and get all of the updates on this game and other games that I have developed. Thank you.